Home Up Close is brought to you by...
Sometimes life brings us challenges, and when attorney Ron Johnson goes to work every day, he's ready to fight for you. Ron Johnson represents clients in personal injury and wrongful death cases, provides mediation in matters such as wills and real estate transactions, and assists with Social Security disability. His goal is to serve his community and help his clients navigate complicated systems to access the benefits and fair treatment they are entitled to by law. He'll make sure you understand your rights and responsibilities and won't leave you behind to fend for yourself. Ron Johnson's office is local, and he is accessible to work with you personally, whether face-to-face, by phone, or video conference. Let his 53 years of experience help guide you to peace of mind and the best possible outcome in your case. Your first consultation is free. Charges for Social Security disability services are subject to approval by the Social Security Administration. Call the law office of Ron B. Johnson at 972-938-7163 or visit www.lawofficeofronjohnson.com to schedule your free consultation. When you walk into your home, the first thing you come in contact with is your floor. You want it to be reliable and stylish, and you want to be sure you have the right professionals to design and craft it. OC Rugs has you covered. They provide durable products that stand the test of time and custom designs that will fit your aesthetic and preferences. OC Rugs products are constructed to be stable and prevent skidding, so anyone, whether you're taking your first steps or it's your first time visiting, can feel confident getting around your home. OC Rugs features products from Cooper Family Floors, a mobile, family-owned business committed to providing quality floor service at affordable prices. Cooper Family Floors puts the needs of the customer first, always seeking to make each project better than the last. They provide luxury vinyl plank and laminate flooring, as well as carpet and pad, engineering wood, and tile. Cooper Family Floors has a combined 42 years of flooring experience and will put that wisdom to work for you without breaking the bank. Whether you need a new floor installed in your home or the right rug to complete your perfect design plan, OC Rugs and Cooper Family Floors will get the job done right. Visit OC Rugs at their Lancaster showroom, located at 1920 North I-35E, or visit their website at www.ocrug.com. For Cooper Family Floors, call 214-437-7424 or visit www.cooperfamilyfloors.com.
Hey Ellis County, I'm Amy Troll and I am in the backyard with Miss Jane Sloan. And today, as you can see, we are hanging out with her chickens that she's had for about 4 or 5 months or so. And she's gonna talk to us about having chickens in the garden and the pros and cons to that, and the headache that could sometimes be, I'm sure. But you know, tell us a little bit more, because you know, people love their chickens, right? They love to have chickens.
It's kind of like you either love chickens or you just can't stand them.
Yeah.
I had chickens about 5 or 6 years ago, and I had 22 of them.
Oh my goodness.
And that was a little bit too much. But they laid eggs every day, and my husband said, for somebody who doesn't eat eggs, why do we have 22 chickens? But we did. So anyway,
It's a valid question.
some of them got old, and when they get old, they don't lay eggs, and so they passed on. And then I went to the goats, you know, and now we're back to the chickens. The goats are at a hobby farm. They're happy. They're going to have babies. All that. So now I got Dora Jane. That's Dora Jane. Actually, her name was Jane, and the other one was named Dora. And we're vice president and president of the group. And so, but then the other one got caught in the bushes and she expired. So I just renamed her DJ. So she's DJ. So she's different from these. She is a Rhode Island Red. Rhode Island Reds are good chickens to have. They're docile. You can have them in the garden. They're not going to do terrible things, hopefully. Yes, but they are bigger. The rest of these are called Easter eggers. And they're a new breed of chicken. Well, they're not really new, but they're a new breed of chicken for people who have chickens. And they like to forage, and then they lay very colorful eggs. They lay pink, olive, green, and blue, different colors. So hopefully, I've had 3 of those. I haven't had a pink one yet, so I'm hoping that I will get a pink one But they are very beneficial. Some people keep them in cages, and then some people use them for their eggs. And I'm not really concerned about their eggs. Here. I'm not really concerned about their eggs, because if you notice what they're doing right now, they will spend the day when I put them in my garden out there eating the bugs.
Yeah.
And because we have so many problems with squash bugs, so I am hoping that when the squash come up, they will take care of all of the squash bugs, and we won't have any problem with squash bugs. But right now, because they do forage, they don't have to necessarily be fed a lot of food. So that's very beneficial because it saves you money.
Yeah.
But I still like to feed mine a combination of grain and a combination of seed. And of course, their treat, the bread. And for me, I get them as babies, and I raise them in a big cage in the house. So they kind of think that I'm their mom,
Yes.
to some degree. But chickens have what's called a pecking order. And if you notice this little black chicken here, its name is Midnight. She is the lowest chicken on the list. So, and of course, Dora Jane, or DJ, is the mother hen of all.
Yeah.
But once you raise them, they're pretty independent. You do have to be concerned about animals flying over and getting them. And you do have to be concerned that they can fly over your fence. So, because these are all girls, they do make some noise when they lay an egg, but they don't crow in the mornings. So the neighbors don't have to complain because nobody's being bothered by the chickens. But they're very, very beneficial for several reasons. One is they eat the bugs. Second is they lay eggs. Other people might say the eggs come first, but
Not you.
and then the third thing is their manure, which unfortunately at the moment they like to leave on the back porch on the cement, which is not good. But their chicken manure can be used. If you're gardening and you want to have an animal and you have something like a cow, you have to let the manure go through what's called a hot stage before you can put it on your garden. Well, chickens don't, because they don't eat any kind of food like that. They are very easy to take their manure, compost it for maybe a few days, and then just mix it in with your garden, and you've got some great manure.
Wow.
So you don't have to you can be organic. You can call it organic. So that's one thing that chickens do. Also, you can take the eggshells. I don't know if you've ever thought about that, but if you take the eggshells and you crumble them up, you can put them in your containers of plants because they have a lot of calcium on the eggshells. So when you talk about having chickens in the garden, I think they're pretty beneficial. Now, if you were to have my husband come out here and talk, his only complaint is he does not like them at the back door, pecking on the door for me to come out. And now they've learned we have windows in the kitchen, so they'll get up on the windows and look in, like, are you in there? Where are you? Bring me some bread. That's exactly the way they do it, right? Come here, come here.
They're so pretty. Like, their coloring and the feathers are just gorgeous.
But you have to take special means to protect them because they do get mites and things.
Yeah.
And so, if you don't have chickens that have a yard to make their beds in to dust themselves.
The pool thing just splashed.
Thanks for the shower, Mr. Pool.
You never know what you're going to get over here.
You never know when you come to my house. But they can take a dust bath for themselves. They've been digging. The best part, they have dug up all the weeds in this new
Well, there you go.
flower bed.
It's another
An
added benefit.
So it's really nice to have chickens in the garden. I can think of various reasons. Well, we could go on and on and on. But those are the basic reasons you would want chickens in the garden.
So for somebody who is wanting to get some chickens and maybe they're intimidated of like where to begin, what would you say, to someone starting out? Is there some kind of like resource or how to, or do they just need to go down to the feed store? And
Well, there's two ways to look at this. If you want to raise your chickens and you want them to be pets, you would go to the feed store and you would raise them from babies because they attach to you because as babies you feed them.
Right.
But if you just want your chickens to lay eggs and clean your flower beds, then I would go with adult chickens. But I don't think that in Ellis County, in the city, you can have chickens that are roosters.
Right.
So sometimes there's a hard decision. If you, let's say you got 50 chickens, some of them might be roosters. And if you can't keep them, you have to find someone who will take them.
Right.
Or you have to drive down the road. I told my husband when I had these 4 roosters, I said, maybe I could just drive down the road and open my window and they could jump out. And he said, I think the police might find you doing that.
That's
So
probably
let's not try that one. So I didn't do that one. But
The sheriff's department's going to be after you.
But yeah. So if you have, so you never know when you get the babies whether you got girls or boys necessarily. Now there are certain breeds of chickens that are better than others to have. The Rhode Island Red is a common chicken that most everybody starts out with. The Easter eggers are kind of new. They haven't been around as long. They've been bred with another chicken. But I find that just for plain ordinary wanting eggs, you can't beat the Rhode Island Reds. They lay longer, and their eggs are beautiful, and they have nice. She's been laying 2 yolks in her egg. I don't know what her problem is, but
She's an overachiever.
she's an overachiever. She's my chicken. What can you expect?
I mean, yes. She's like, I got to make my mama proud.
So, but no, that's the benefits. The other negative point is, at some point when the chickens get very mature, they no longer lay eggs. And a lot of people have to make a decision, because if they got them to lay eggs and they're not going to lay eggs, they still have to feed them. So again, you drive down the road and you toss it out the window. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Or you find someone who just really loves chickens and like just
Yes.
wants to love on them.
That's true. But you also have to be concerned if you have chickens, though, because if you live where there's dogs, cats, or other kind of critters, you have to be concerned. So I put my chickens up at night. They have a very nice house. They have a Victorian playhouse, matter of fact. And they have a nesting box, and they have stairs, and they can go upstairs and sleep in the hay and come back down. And but any kind of container that you can put them in at night to keep them safe is important. And it can be something you build, or it can be just a simple cage, maybe with a roof or something. So, but chickens are very beneficial. They will get in your garden, and they will just take those bugs, and they will just stand there and just eat them, especially hornworms.
Wow.
They love, but they also love snakes. Well, it's interesting to watch
A good
a
snake
chicken
is a
eat
dead
a snake. They do it like a piece of spaghetti in a little kid, you know, how they put it in their mouth, and then they just, that's what the chickens do with a snake. I have firsthand knowledge of that.
Wow.
It's not a happy experience.
Next time they do that, I need to get some footage of that. So
Okay.
have your phone ready.
I will.
Well, thank you, Jane.
You're welcome.
That's such great information, and Jane's information is always on our website, and you can get in touch with us if you have questions for her. We would love to do shows that that people write in and want to know different things about the garden, or about just any kind of planting, whether it's indoor, outdoor, chickens. She has an amazing greenhouse back here, so
That's been a new challenge too with this winter. This is the first year this greenhouse and the winter have met.
Yeah.
But it's
probably
fine.
been challenging.
It's been good.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for being on the show
Glad you
today,
came.
and
Thank
we
you.
will see you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.